Hello everyone, and welcome to an update video for Fallout 76, because Wastelanders has been out for a good few days now, and you can bet that means all the unscrupulous types have been trying to screw over everything, see what bugs and glitches they can exploit, and really just make a mess of things. And a few of them have succeeded to some extent, but it is all being worked out, and that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video, along with a couple of other things that are going to be patched. There is something right at the end which is kind of spoilerish, so I will give a slight spoiler warning when that occurs, but all the first stuff you can listen no matter where you are in the story. So first up, I got notified by one of my patrons and someone on my Discord, Stilltown Eric, about this Reddit post by a user whose name I'm not going to say. It will be on screen. I'm not going to say it out loud because it's got a word that I feel YouTube won't like. But they have here, question, my teammate's items in her stash were purchased by a player through her vendor for cheap. Is this a new bug? And then the post says, these items were not for sale, PS4, edit, they were buying at prices as if she was selling to a vendor bot. And we'll get onto edit 2 in a moment. But yeah, apparently there was some sort of bug where players could just go to your vendor and see all of the items in your stash, and it sounds like you could purchase them just for their listed value, which is incredibly low on most items, like especially legendaries, where the legendary effects don't actually seem to boost value at all, they just are really good in what matters about the item. So as an example, they mentioned that the player lost a bloodied knife, a 3-star bloodied knife, which likely only sold for like 50 caps at most, because knives are pretty cheap. But if it's a 3-star bloody, that's actually a pretty good weapon and could have been worth thousands. So they lost a great weapon that they weren't planning to sell and only got a pitiful number of caps back for it. So this was a bad bug, but fortunately Bethesda was on it, and the same day this got posted, and as I was still working out what I should really do with the information, I saw a little update, which was posted in another Discord. Valseek, one of the community managers, updated this post. We found that the dupe exploit affects player vending machines as well as display cases. As a result, we are temporarily disabling vending machines in addition to display cases while we work on a fix. Now, that gets us to our next part, which is there was duping. Duping had come back. And first up, don't dupe items. If you're listening to this and you're one of those people who goes on YouTube and goes, oh, Fallout 76 Duplication Glitch, oh, I'm going to watch your videos, I'm going to dupe everything, I'm going to be rich. Do not do that. Seriously. It was such a big problem near the launch of 76 that a lot of us who have been playing since get just angry about hearing people being like, oh, duping. I've already told off one person in a different Discord for even mentioning a duplication glitch, because there's lots of lazy idiots who are just like, yeah, I'm just going to dupe everything to make it easy. Do not do that. It screws up servers. It can potentially get your account flagged. It ruins a lot of the game by just trashing with balance and economies, and it's just bad, okay? I'm pretty sure the people who do dupe aren't going to listen to me regardless, and for the rest of you I am just preaching to the choir, so apologies. On with this post though, during this time you will be unable to mark items for sale in your vending machines. Other players cannot purchase any items you already had listed for sale. So that's where the likely thumbnail I'm going to make comes in. Vending machines are offline currently, so player vending, as lovely as it is, you can't use it right now. Honestly, for me, that's not a big problem because I've been playing on private servers in order to avoid lag and just get through the story uninterrupted. But if you're looking to sell some stuff, you're just going to have to do it at robot vendor or in-person trades for the time being. Of course though, Valseek also says, we want to get you back to vending as soon as possible. We're targeting Tuesday, April 20th for a fix, and we will let you know if that changes for any reason. Thank you very much for your continued patience. So obviously only a couple of days? Wait, he's put Tuesday, April 20th. Tuesday is the 21st, so that's a mistake there. I'm guessing he still does mean Tuesday, because that's normally when patches are, so yeah, Tuesday, April 21st would be the actual day that we'd likely have them come back. So for basically a 3-day weekend, we won't have player vending by the sounds of it. and then hopefully early next week player vending will come back. This is annoying, and also display cases, which is a shame too. This is annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Now, display cases themselves were actually disabled about 6 or so hours before this post got updated, and we have a little message here of, "Hi everyone, following investigation into a duplication issue involving camp display cases, we've decided to temporarily disable them while we work on a fix. Here are the details on how this will affect display cases in your camp. Starting today, any display cases you've built in your camp will remain visible, but you will no longer be able to assign items to them. Display cases will appear visibly empty, but don't worry, you can still find any items you've assigned to them in your stash, but just won't be visible in the display case itself. You will still be able to build new display cases or scrap/store existing ones. You just won't be able to display items in them for the time being." And yeah, they want to get them back on track as soon as possible. Will likely be the same time, Tuesday 21st, I'd imagine, but maybe later. Honestly, I'd prefer they take their time with it, and we don't have people duping, because duping kind of just ruins the game. So yeah, if you've got a display case and it's suddenly come up empty and you don't know why and you're panicking, your items should still be there. They're just invisible right now, and you can still build display cases if you want, just not store anything away in them. So honestly, these aren't the biggest worries for me personally. I can live without player vending, I can live without display cases. It's not the end of the world, and if it stops people buying my items super cheap and just duping stuff, then I am 100% down for it. Something I am not 100% down for is people selling in-game items for real money. And Valseek also put a post in the Bethesda community forums, which is where I'm reading this all from, with the header, "Account actions issued for real money item sales." "Hi everyone, through recent investigations we found concrete evidence linking a number of Fallout 76 accounts to sales of in-game items for real money on third-party platforms. This behaviour is a violation of the terms of service that all players agree to when playing Fallout 76. We take these violations seriously, and we have just finished issuing a new wave of account bans for those who are engaging in selling items for real-world currency. If you believe you've encountered other players who are selling in-game items for real money, cheating, or abusing known exploits, please submit a ticket to our customer support team so that we can investigate and take appropriate action. Thank you very much." So, I am very happy to hear this, because I've seen plenty of evidence of people, like, selling in-game items for cash. There's always, like, eBay and stuff where people are like, "Oh yeah, I'm just gonna sell this bloody freestyle minigun for $50 real cash." Don't do that stuff. It is, like they say, against the terms of service. Your account will get blocked. I'm sure that doesn't matter to most of the people who do this, because they'll just buy a new account and slowly work up. But yeah, don't sell stuff for real money that's in-game. It's very simple. Like, you're not allowed to do that. You shouldn't be doing that. It feels like a... somewhat ironically, it feels like a cheap move in my mind. But on top of that, something which is mentioned there is... where is it? I can't see it. Yeah, as well as selling items for real money, cheating or abusing known exploits. Either of those things, they say submit a ticket to our customer support team. And you know what? Can I... I'm just checking if I can have a link down there. Yes. I will have... yeah, a little link to the customer support thingy down in the description. Just for anyone who does need to report anyone that they've repeatedly seen exploiting and hacking or doing anything bad like that, there'll be a link down there, because I know... But if you ever have problems with people, you can report them in the social menu, which is what I tend to do, and you can submit a ticket, which is likely even better. So please do that stuff. It is good. And one day it would be nice if there were no hackers, no cheaters, no people trying to abuse exploits in the game. That would be lovely. Now, with all of that said, we now get on to the spoilery stuff. So, if you haven't completed Wastelanders and don't want this final bit spoiled, it is, like, I'm not just going to spout the entire story or something, but it's talking about an endgame item which reveals, like, some stuff. If you haven't got through all of the main quests in the game already, stop watching at this point. It's a point to stop watching. You've got all the really important information. This is just a minor thing I wanted to mention because I found it kind of interesting. but it's not a big deal. You can stop watching now. All heard that. Good. I'm sure everyone who wants to stop watching has stopped watching now. So there was a Reddit post by Vanafru, which was posted just yesterday, talking about the Secret Service Under Armour. Do not buy the Secret Service Under Armour. So this is one of the items you can buy with gold bullion, the new currency you get at the end of the Wastelanders questline. They just said, I just bought it for 250 gold, but while trying to mod it, it hit me, there aren't any mods for it. It's purely a cosmetic. I'm a bit disappointed because I thought it would be like the new endgame Under Armour. I hope they will have this in the future. Thanks for reading, appreciate it, and I hope I could prevent some of you from buying it. So yeah, it sounds like the Secret Service Under Armour is just cosmetic right now. However, Lady Devan, a Bethesda community manager, replied saying, thank you for the post, this is currently a bug that we are going to address in a future patch. So, that's quite nice. And that's good to hear, because it sounds like the Secret Service Under Armour is currently bugged, and you won't be able to apply any mods to it and improve it at all. However, it will be fixed in the future, so maybe don't buy it right now, but if you have bought it, it's not a complete waste, you do just have to wait a little bit of time. And that is it! Those are the issues I needed to talk about. This has ended up being a longer video than expected, but thank you all for sticking around. Do make sure to hit that like button. If you appreciate being informed, I'll consider doing more videos like this in the future. If you're new, do subscribe, because I'm going to be covering Wastelanders, and I've been covering Fallout 76 since launch. There are so many videos on my channel, like seriously, it's ridiculous. You should be subscribed. And feel free to share with anyone who is asking about like the whole vendor issue or duplication glitches or anything like that. As always, thank you very much for watching. Sarge out.